Hi everyone. As part of this problem, we need to generate the movie theater seat numbers for each of the seating row. So as we can see, we have the seating row starting from ABCD till letter S. So this is the seating row. And for each of the rows, we have to generate the seats with, like for row A, we have to generate it as A1, A2, till A10. Similarly, for other rows as well, take that row character and we have to add 1 till 10. So like that, we have to generate it till row number S from S1 to S10. So let's go ahead and solve this problem. So what we will do is, first of all, we need the letters from A to S. So we will focus on that. So again, we are going to use a recursive CTE here. So let's call it as letter CTE. And in this, our base condition or base row will be letter A. So let's give that and call it as row. And we are going to do union all. And here we are going to increment this letter one by one till we reach letter S. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the ASCII value of this letter. So it is the letter is under the column name row. So let's specify that. So this will give a integer value. If we are going to increment it by 1, so we will get the ASCII value for letter B. And then we are going to take the character of here so that we will get the value of letter B. Like we will get it as B. So this will be our row column. So we will call it from the letter CTE, and our stopping criteria will be it is till letter S. So this is our letter CTE, which we will generate. We will run it and try to generate the letter from A to S. So let's try to run and see the output. So as we can see, there is a problem here. The type is not matching. Like if you see here, this is letter A, but it is not matching with this type. So we need to ensure that the types are same. So what we can do is we can convert it, like we can cast it and convert it to a character type. So character 1 we can give. As we know, there will be only one character, like from A to Z, there will be single character as part of this column. Similarly, we will cast this as well to char 1 so that both the selects will have the data type same for this column row. So let's run and see the output. So as we see, the issue is resolved. The data types is sorted. Both are like now at the same data type. So we are able to generate the letters from A to S. So we simply started with letter A and we kept incrementing the ASCII value by 1, getting it to the character format like letter A, B, C, D like that. And after that, we have casted it to be of same type in both the select statement so that our recursive CTE works fine. Because recursive CTE requires that all the columns that are mentioned should be of same data type. Otherwise, it will throw error as it showed us when we started. So this way we have generated the letters from A to S. The next step is we have to generate the numbers from 1 to 10. So again for that, we will use another recursive CTE. Let's call it as num CTE. So again, here as well, we will start with the base condition that is 1. Let's call it as position. And we are going to do a union all and specify the remaining criteria. So we simply have to increment this column by 1. Let's call it as pos, and we will do a recursive call for this num CTE. The stopping criteria is when this is reaching to 10. So let's try to fetch data from this num CTE and see if we are able to generate the numbers from 1 to 10. Let's run only this part and see the output. So as we can see, we are able to generate the numbers from 1 to 10 using this recursive CTE. So at this moment, we have two recursive CTE, one generating the letters from A to S, and the second one generating the numbers from 1 to 10. We need to utilize both this recursive CTE to solve our problem. So what we will do is, we will add this CTE as a follow-up CTE. So whenever we do a follow-up, like whenever we have multiple CTEs, only the first CTE will start with the with clause. The remaining CTE will be directly starting with the CTE name. So here we have the letter CTE followed by the num CTE. Okay, so now we have two CTEs which are ready and we need to utilize this to solve our problem. So from the letter CTE, we can go get the row name, that is letter A to S, and the number we will get from the num CTE. So what we will do is, we are going to perform a cross join between these two CTEs. So let's call this letter CTE as L, and here we are going to mention the num CTE. Along with that, we are going to join. Why we are doing a cross join here is, for every letter, we want it to join it with each and every number. Like letter A, we want to join with each number 1 to 10. Similarly, letter B, we want to join with each and every number. So since we don't have any particular joining condition, we can simply perform a cross join, which means to say that every row from a table will be joined with every other row from other table. So this is what will happen. So from the first table, we will get the row, and from the second table, we will get the position, that is number from 1 to 10. Let's order the data based on the row so that we can see the data clearly. So let's run and see the output. So there is an issue here. Okay, so this is coming from the number CTE. Let's run and see the output. So as we can see, we have clubbed each row with every other number from 1 to 10. So from letter A to S, we have got the required numbers, the letter joined with each and every number from 1 to 10. If we combine these two, or if we concatenate the row and the position, we will get the seat numbers. So let's do that. So what we are going to do is, we are going to perform the concat operation. We are going to take the row, and along with that, we are going to take this position, and we have to create the seats. So let's run and see the output. So as we see, we have got the data. We have combined the seats together. Now what we need to do is, for every row, we need to have a single record created with all the seats mentioned together, separated by commas. So here it means that we need to perform the aggregation. Whenever we have multiple rows and we want a single row out of it, it means that we have to do some sort of aggregation. So here we are going to do the aggregation based on the row. So we are going to group based on the row. So we will specify here group by the row column that is present, that is letters A, B, C, D. So on that we are going to group. With that, what will happen is, all this will be clubbed as a single row. So we have to specify what needs to be done for this seats column. The position column, we no longer need it. We only need the row and the concatenated row and position, that is the seats. So we need to focus only on these two. So here what we will do is, we will use the stringag function. So stringag function helps us to consolidate the data together. And as part of the separator, we will specify the comma. So this way we will have this data properly consolidated. So let's run and see the output. So as we see, we have consolidated the data together and separated it by commas. And this is the required output that we needed. For every row, we have generated the seats starting from number 1 till number 10. So for all the rows from A to S, we have specified the seats starting from say S1 to S10 or N1 to N10 for the respective rows. This way we have solved the problem. So let's quickly summarize what we have done to reach to the solution. So to solve this problem, majorly we have used recursive CTE. We have broken the problem into two parts. First, we have created a letter CTE wherein we have generated the letters from A to S. We have started with the base condition, that is the letter A, and we have taken the ASCII value of it and incremented it by 1, so that say we get the letter B, and that number we have converted into character. So by converting it into ASCII, we get the integer value and we have added 1 to it, and then we have got the character value of that ASCII. So that way we will get letter B and so on, and we will stop when we get the letter S. To ensure that both the columns are of same data type, we have used the casting and casted it to char1, as we know that there will be only one character present in this column. So this way we have created the letters from A to S. So this was our first CTE. The second CTE was num CTE. So here we worked on to generate the numbers from 1 to 10. We started with the base condition as number 1. And we kept incrementing 1 to this column and called the CTE recursively, and the stopping criteria was till we reach the number 10. So this way we generated in one CTE letter from A to S, and in the second CTE we generated the numbers from 1 to 10. After that, we used these two CTEs to solve our problem. We used the cross join as we wanted each letter to join with each and every number from this CTE. So that's why we did a cross join. If there is no condition involved in the join, we simply go ahead with cross join. If we are looking for every row of a table to join with every other row of a table, we can use the cross join. So after that, we have got the row column from this letter, that is A to S. And since we needed only one row for each of these rows, we have done a grouping. We have done an aggregation. And we have specified for the seats that is concatenated using the row, that is letter A to S, and the numbers from 1 to 10. So that we have concatenated to get it in the format like A1, A2. And we have consolidated the data together using the stringag function and specified the second parameter as comma, so that the separator will be commas here. So this way we generated the seats column. So this way we have solved the problem. So please go through this video. If you found it useful, please like it. If you have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe and please provide your feedback in the comments. Thank you.